One of the first things you need to do after you set up your free System.io account is add a custom domain to it. Now you can use the free domain that they give you, which is basically a subdomain of System.io, but you're really better off using your own domain. It looks more professional, um, yada, yada, yada. All right, so get to here, you go to, come over here to profile, you go down to settings, and then you choose custom domains. So when you're adding a domain, it's a little different than if you've ever set up a domain with hosting. In those cases, you're pointing the name servers here. You're creating what are called CNAME records. They're aliases that point to it. System.io is not a domain registrar. They do not host domain zones for you like a hosting account will. You just point records to them, and that's how they display your different funnel pages, blog pages, etc. So to do that, we click here, Add Domain. Now, you have to put in the www, and I'm just going to pick one of my domains. And you can click this link to read this article, but I'm going to go through the steps here right here, so you don't necessarily have to. So we're going to click Save, and it's going to do some steps, and then it's going to come up and give you two records. These are two records that you need to add to where your domain is hosted, where whoever you registered it with. And it's going to be really easy. So we're going to come over here. I host on GoDaddy. And so I'm going to go to here and DNS. And I'm going to find the record. So the first one you're already going to have. It's this one right here. Um, so we're just going to change this. So we're going to edit this one. And so we're going to look back here and we're going to see that this needs to point to that. So everything, and replace this. Don't worry about the DTL, it doesn't matter, and save. And then you're going to need to create this second one. All right, so you're only going to need the stuff before your domain name. So this whole thing, you're going to need that. In most cases, most uh, domain registrars, you'd only put this part in. So we're going to come over here. We're going to add a new record. We're going to choose a CNAME record. We're going to put in that beginning part. And then we're going to take all of this over here and we're going to add it. And we're going to save. So now both records have been added, just like right here. And you're going to see it's going to say pending validation. This is going to take a little bit of time to do. While this is going on, until this shows ready for use, you can't use it anymore. So you're going to have to wait. But while we're waiting, we're going to come over here and we're going to do the second step. So we're going to go to forwarding. And I already got this set up because I used this before. I'm going to delete this so I can step you through. Um, I'm going to delete this so I can step you through all the steps exactly. All right, so we're going to add forwarding. And we're going to choose HTTPS. And we're going to forward it to the same domain that you have over in System.io. And we're going to save. Now this may seem confusing because you're forwarding a domain to itself. Don't worry about it. It's not important that you understand the intricacies of how this works. This is just how you do it. This part of the step is so that if people don't put in the www, it still goes to your System.io. If you don't do this step, if people put in just the onlinebusinessprimer.com into their status bar, it won't go anywhere. It'll error out. So that's why you want this part of it. If you don't care about that, then you can just add these two records. And these records, they're not the same for you as they are for me. So Don't just think you need to copy down what's here. It's going to be different for you. So you'll get the records when you click on this. And if you forget, you can go settings and you'll see. Nope, that's not where that is. That is something else. There we go. You show if you forget them, you didn't write them down, they come out wrong. Um, you'll see those are the records you need to add again. And if you need further instructions, there's an extra step over here. It's kind of redundant. It really just it verifies it, so it's not bad. You go to this website, um, you type in the name, you change this to CNAME, it'll do a search, and you'll see that it is the record that they told you to put in. That means you set it up correctly, and eventually this domain will get verified and you'll be able to use it for funnels, blogs, any other pages you set. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.